Take two.
In the first book of Samuel, there's a part where David, he's just a little thing. He's about 9 or 10 years old. He turns around and his dad sends him over to the army that are over there in a war because his brothers are over there. Gives him a wine bag and cheese and whatnot. And when he gets over there, he finds out that there's a big commotion going on. It turns out there's this humongous guy. Right? He's an incredible gladiator. His name is Goliath. He turns around and the man stands in the middle of the plain in between the two peaks and actually tells the Israeli army, I'll tell you what, one-on-one, if you beat me, we're your servants. If we win through me, you serve us. Now, everybody in the Israeli army is completely freaked out. Nobody wants to fight this man. But when David shows up, this little kid, you got to imagine a little kid with the innocence of a child, walks into the whole camp and he turns around and hears what's going on. And he's like, what's the big deal? Well, this leads into some other conversation, this and that. It leads gossip. The grapevine goes all the way to the king. Now, Saul wants to turn around and say, bring me David. Now, you can imagine a little kid walking into a place where the king of Israel is sitting right there, and this child doesn't know any better. He respects, but he stays right there, and he confirms that he said, yeah, he'll fight Goliath. Now the king turns around and tells him, Goliath's been fighting everybody. Goliath's been a warrior since before you were born. But the funny thing is, a child tells a king this. He says, no, see, sir, when I was with my sheep, a lion came, and it tried to get one of my lambs, and it got it in its mouth, and with my stick, and with God, I went over there, and I took my lamb right out of the lion's mouth. And then I turned around, and a bear came, and a bear did the same thing. And I turned around, and what I did was, with my stick, and with God with me, I went over there, and I took the lion right out of the bear's mouth. So you know what? This giant, after I take down a lion and a bear, is nothing. You know why? Because I know I got God. Now, every time you've gone through something that you have just drowned, you thought you were about to die. You're in the middle of the Atlantic and there ain't a piece of driftwood anywhere floating around. You've gotten out of it. You know why? Because God was always with you. Whatever you're going through right now, understand, look at everything you've gone through. A child said it. If I've gone through all these things and God always had my back, I know He has my back now. Whatever you're going through, God is with you. Remember all the things you've gone through. This is no different. The only difference will be, now you know God was with you then. And now you know God is with you now. Okay? God bless you all.